All right. What is up, everybody? I am live here with another episode of Scotch's Roadhouse Happy Hour. Today, I'm joined with an old buddy of mine, an old cosplay buddy from TikTok, as well as just life in general. I haven't talked to this guy in a fat minute. I'm like, hey, you want to do a podcast episode? He's like, yeah, sure. Please welcome the one and only Mr. Scottish Dork, Mr. Scottish Man. You find him on the YouTubes, the Twitches, the Instagram, the TikToks mostly. That's where his biggest following is. Awesome dude, awesome airsofter. How you doing, bud?
Hello. How's it going? Pleasure to be here with you, dude.
Yeah, no, it's like, well, being in quarantine, and I'm starting to feel much better. COVID sucks, by the way. I was like, I'm going to start doing podcasts again. I've missed it. And catch up with, some people and all that fun stuff. And I bet you got a lot of stuff that's happening lately. You recently graduated from your program.
Yeah, that was it happened back in early June, actually.
Wow, that's a little bit ago. But no, congratulations on that, man. How's that success been treating you?
I've actually been put in the role of teaching new EMTs, which is kind of interesting.
Nice. Right on.
But no, it's been fun so far. We've learned a lot of new stuff that I haven't learned in previous time frame.
Right on.
My previous experience, but
Mhm.
outside of that, it's been, like I said, it's been fun.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. So, and then are you just doing EMS stuff, or are you still firefighting?
I actually do both. So the way the county is laid out is we have on my shift. We have 6 people. So 4 are on the engine, 2 are on the ambulance. We don't have a whole lot of people currently with the county that I work for, but we're hoping to change that over the next 5 to 10 years or so.
Right on. Sweet. No, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's fun. But we do both. We cross staff, so we can do both fire and EMS.
Right on. Okay, that makes sense. So, last time I saw you, you had a older ghost mask on. Is this the updated, more accurate version of the cosplay?
Yeah, this one is a wee bit easier to take on and off, and I feel like it's a wee bit more accurate looking at the comparing the 2 different masks.
Yeah. No, it looks a lot more accurate too. Yeah, it's like I have the box right here of all the Frank Wood stuff. Captain Price Cosplay actually sent me a care package with some old Molly gear, and Captain Price hat. And oh, hold on, let me show you it. I gotta show you this. This is actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's actually from the actual helicopter, but he has these. Fortunate Son on and off. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a little activator switch, little fidget toy. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I got to do videos with that too.
Yes, just flip the switch repeatedly over and over.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of content potential that I see and stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm burnt out with posting stuff. I'm just posting random hubbub. It's a lot of CapCut edits lately. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with the algorithm on there, but it's meh.
It's a lot to keep up with these days, especially with all the trends and all that. That can be exhausting.
It is. But your momentum's like good and steady. That's for sure. Yeah,
I mean, that's slow. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I mean, I see you all the time on the For You page, and you seem to get a lot of reception out of each video, even if it's a small video or a big video. You're averaging pretty well.
It's been like you said, just trying to keep up with trends. That's the main thing. But
yeah,
even so, some of the trends that are out there, really, I don't want to be associated with them.
Right? Yeah, lots of thirst traps there, bud. Lots of thirst traps.
I know.
It's not a bad thing. You're strutting.
A little bit, not a whole lot.
No, dude, the confidence is good. It's
It's
great.
I, I I took a before and after picture of the analytics that you get when you get on the TikTok. I
Mm-hmm.
looked at my analytics and I went from having it was like a 85-90% male following.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a 60-40, so 60 male, 40%
Oh
female.
wow.
Yeah, it's just been a massive and drastic change
Mm-hmm.
in analytics.
Yeah, the man, the mystery man behind the mask.
Uh,
Yeah,
I, I keep seeing so much ghost cosplay, or not ghost cosplay, ghost lore, if you want
mm-hmm.
to call it that, or ghost thirst traps.
Yeah.
So I figure again, hop on that bandwagon and see what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's your whole page has seemed that.
Uh,
Yeah,
huh?
I got a few comments that are like, "Wait, didn't you used to do like Woods cosplay and stuff like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know. It's just with like again trends and stuff. It doesn't really fit with a lot of stuff. Doesn't really fit with Woods anymore. I feel. I don't know. It's just trying to keep up with the times and shit.
I mean, life in general just gets in the way of stuff too.
Yeah. No, that's especially. I'm thinking about doing another OC.
OT or OC.
OC like an original character.
Ah, okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
No, I want to base it off the sniper persona.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So instead of the Bushwiki stuff, is it something different?
It's still gonna be like Bushwookie stuff. I think. I don't know.
Wasn't there a character in Call of Duty that wore the ghillie suit, like the ghillie suit top, and then who was that? There was another guy in there that who was an operator of some sort. An
I
operator
know what you're
scanner.
talking about.
Ah, damn.
Modern Warfare ghillie suit guy. Koenig.
Was it Conan?
I think so.
You would actually do. You would actually be an amazing Koenig because of how tall you are.
Well, how tall is he?
He's 6'6".
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know I'm
Uh,
like semi tall, but I know you are the tallest person that I know as of right now.
oh, I'm looking at it. Yeah, maybe. I'm just basing it off my team call sign TDL Sasquatch, but I'm going under the name Rooney Emerson.
Rooney.
Irish, maybe Irish or
Yeah,
Scottish. I don't know.
yeah. Hey, I'm tracking.
Yeah. Sharpshooter, musician.
Yes.
I don't know. Speaking of sniping, how's sniping been for you lately?
Uh, I got to play once. I haven't really played a whole lot over the past. What was I graduated in June,
Hmm.
July, August, September, almost October here. I played once over the past 3 months.
Yeah, I haven't played since May.
Yeah.
I feel,
That's
man.
that's just the schedule I have. If it's on a weekend that I'm not working completely, I'll
Hmm.
be able to play.
Yeah,
But I haven't had a weekend off for almost a month and a half.
yeah. That's difficult, definitely.
Because
Yeah.
usually if I usually get off at 7 a.m. the next day.
Hmm.
I usually go home, go to bed, and I don't wake up until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, so you're a grave shift worker? Oh shit.
uh, yeah, we work 24s the entire time.
Oh, never mind. All day. I can't
Yeah,
imagine that, dude.
that's I mean that's good money. I've got
Oh
nothing to
yeah.
complain
Oh yeah. Of course, it's great money. It's just rough hours.
about. I think last pay period I worked 148 hours.
Yeah. Holy
But
shit.
yeah, that was lovely. We've got guys in our department that work close to 200, maybe 300 hours every 2 weeks.
Good God.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah, that's flipping nuts. Make blue collar construction words nut.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like that one,
Exactly.
You know that one? Have you seen that one creator, Top Hero Live or Topher Live?
I don't think I have.
He has a Heatwave sponsorship, and his character, he's got the guy with no sunglasses. The dude sounds like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. It's hilarious. Um, so without the glasses, he has a bunch of niches or whatever. Like for example, concrete worker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got the guy without the glasses. He's like, I'm really excited. I completed this driveway with concrete, and it looks really good. And then the guy with the heat wave glasses is like the veteran concrete layer, whatever. Did you put rebarb in your concrete? How long did it just roasting like the professions and the niches? It's like, well, for this type of job, you didn't need rebarb in the concrete. Always put rebarb in the concrete. You're a fucking amateur. Or, my favorite one so far is like the jacked up mall crawler diesel truckers. Like, you got the guy, he's got a simple 95 Chevy, long bed. He goes, a good, reliable work truck. It's a gasser, but it gets me from point A to point B. They ain't no fucking truck. It doesn't go, psh, ain't no diesel. Nothing's a truck unless it goes, psh, 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 It's genius.
It's like did you get to see the video of the Dave guy? He sounds like Bubbles.
Is it that one construction worker or whatever?
I was like, holy shite, Dave.
Dave, yeah, no, he's like a flagger for county, isn't he?
I don't know. It's
because I see that one guy. He's stay with his fucking flag over there in the fucking rain. The kids are at home and they're not fucking eating anything. Cocksuckers!
I don't. I just sent you one of the videos that they made, but
oh yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, he's got his cross-eyed or whatever. Oh yeah. oh no, Dave. Oh no, Dave.
He's got he does the crazy eye.
I can't do that. That hurts. Ow. Oh, those guys are hilarious too.
Just started up their page too. Like they only got like 10 or 11 videos.
Yeah, and they're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's honestly I've been on the app since like fall of 2019, and now it's like, I'm at a steady standpoint where it's like I'm not making progress, and I'm like, fuck it. Let's focus on kicking YouTube and all that shit, and that's going well. Mm-hmm. But it's like you're seeing this, newer generation of creators on that app. I feel like the app, it's like to where, you get your following and then it's just like, it's there. And then it's difficult to transfer it to other, platforms. It's a platform maker, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But no, those guys are fucking hilarious. There's a lot of funny guys there.
How's YouTube been so far? I've seen you like put out streaming stuff for YouTube since you switched over. I mean, you made the transition over to YouTube instead of Twitch.
Yeah, I think it's good. Kick is it's a great app, and it has its kinks that needs to be rolled out, but it's a lot like Twitch. I mean, okay. I would love to, if I could press a button and just let all of my followers on Twitch know it's like, hey, come on over here. I would. That's the difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, with how Twitch has been lately, I went from like, I think that was with COVID ending too, because a lot of people didn't have a lot to do and they're back with their occupations and stuff. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, yeah, that's life. But I used to like average 20 to 15 viewers per stream, and I thought that was awesome. And then now it's like 3 or 2 or even 1. It's like I feel like I'm back to square one and not making progress on the app. So it's like, might as well start over. And the great thing about YouTube is that the streams stay there and they're VOD, so people can play them in the backgrounds. Exactly. That's the nice thing about like these podcast episodes too. Like I'm just recording it for YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not necessarily doing it live, but I mean, it's an option.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
God.
But yeah, no, it's been going good. I recently had 1,000 subscribers, and I did a loadout video of all the updated airsoft stuff, and yeah, I can't wait to get the GoPros out and film some more footage, especially for this next event that's coming up at Nighthawk. Um,
Okay.
it's our team TDL. Our two main guys are like field administrators at the or just regular admins of the place, like their staff now, which I think is pretty cool. Me and Autumn and a few of the other guys were a lot of the TDL guys. We wear the orange patches and that we're field admins, so we know the rules like the back of our hand and we can call people out. It's pretty nice jurisdiction to have because there's always those assholes out there. I got a
Oh,
lot of stories, by the way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fun. But with this one, what's cool is the guys. So the main two guys, that's Will, call sign Merlin, and then Cody, call sign Chud. Um, they're geniuses. They're like mechanical gurus. Like he's got a HPA tapped SRS Silverback.
Okay.
And yeah, that's Will's choice, and he's also got a Kythera swapped SR25. So
Ooh.
he's got all the he's the one that built my sniper, the HPA sniper, the Bar 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute stand up dude. Um, yeah, we have a rule. Like you saw the raffles, we have a rule. It's like if you want a gun, you got to give it to a kid. You got to give it. We don't keep that stuff because we already have the good stuff. We don't need more of it. So
Mhm.
might as well give it to the next generation, keep the sport alive. But anyway, for their event, they go all out. Like they have a laser engraver, and they give out
Yeah.
Warhawk. There was the last episode I was showing my cousin it, and I lost the second part of the dog tag. I'm like, where the fuck did it go? It says Warhawk 2022. Um, but with this one, it's a theme of the Russia versus the U.S. It's about a downed F-15 pilot that's trying to escape from Russia. So it's kind of like an escape from Tarkov kind of theme, but you're not looting and stuff in it like Tarkov. So TDL, we're Russia, and we call it the Scavvy Squad. And Russia's all civilian attire, so we get up in like Adidas tracksuit jackets and jeans and all that stuff, and balaclavas, and that's a lot of fun. And then camos for the U.S. So, and it's a fun event to go to. But yeah, lots of stuff has happened airsoft wise over here. In the town that I live in, Yakima, Tacoma Airsoft Center, which was
Mhm.
primarily in Tacoma and Seattle, their Seattle store kept on getting robbed. And then out of the blue is like, we're closing the Seattle location. We're opening a location in Yakima. And I'm like, what? We don't have any like legit fields over here, and that's big because there's a community that airsofts over here. The Discord's called the Mid Columbian Airsoft Group. They go in Tri-Cities, and there's a hover park next to the Columbia River. That's like the main spot. And then Pegasus Milsom, Nighthawk, all over the state. So they have a lot of chats and shit, and they coordinate. And it's like 30 or 20 guys to come out and play, and it's cool. I haven't been out to play with them yet, but it's cool to have connections there. But yeah, it's like Tac City Airsoft is like we're opening a location in Yakima with a store and a CQB field, and I'm like, well, shit, I can't snipe there. So luckily, I have a CQB AEG. I'll just dink around with, but it'd be cool. It's gonna be cool for the valley, and I could just get supplies there instead of waiting for evic or whatever, like a
Mhm.
week and all that stuff. But no, that's really cool there. And then yeah, we got field adminship, and that was interesting. Any major moves with airsoft, like late as of lately or whatever? Or you got any good stories at all?
Um. Well, I there was a event that happened over in I think like July. It was kind of
Mm-hmm.
similar. It was this escape from Tarkov, but I ended up being one of the platoon leaders for one
Oh
of
shit!
the Russian side. But I think I've got the token still that they gave me.
Oh,
It was a. It's called the Badlands. I
okay.
don't know how well you can see this, but it's a 3D printed It's a 3D printed sickle and hammer.
Oh,
that
that's
says,
cool.
CZ Badlands 2023.
Oh, that is awesome. That's
But,
really cool.
they gave me that as like a little token.
That's really cool.
That was a complete Charlie Foxtrot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we didn't have our full, I guess, squad, so
Mhm.
it was me and like 7 other guys, and we had to go up against teams that were upwards of like 40, 50 people.
Holy shit, that is a team.
Yeah, that was. We just harassed the hell out of people. That's all we did.
That's
We just
still
were,
fun.
yeah. The yeah, we ended up. I think at one point I didn't record it because honestly, I've gotten tired of recording gameplay. Just because the amount of effort you have to put in to do it, sometimes it's just.
A lot of truth into
I
that.
did record this last game though that I played at.
Oh.
But yeah, it was. At one point, I was laying down on top of a log, like I was literally hanging on the log for dear life.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few people just walk right by me, didn't see me at all. They thought that I was a part of the damn tree with how my ghillie was laid out.
That's awesome.
And then I actually had the ability to adjust my pistol.
Okay.
So instead of having it on my my hip, I had it sort of like a cross draw, but I was able to attach it to my actual hood. Like the attachment itself I was able to attach it to my hood, and then pull that off and immediately go after the. I didn't go after them. I just kind of pulled the trigger on 2 or 3 as they
Wow.
walked by. But
That's cool.
I picked them off, and they just turned around like, "Where the hell did that come from?"
What just happened?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that is a surreal feeling too when you're concealed like that and it actually works, and how easy it is too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
Yep.
having a good ghillie is one thing, but your movement speed and how you just perform out there is a big factor into that.
Well, I
Like,
mean, if you look back at some of the footage from when I went out and played with you guys,
mm-hmm.
like that time where we were just above a trench, it was some sort of trench by that tower.
Yeah.
I laid there for what, 15 minutes, 20 more minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's so funny how that happens. Yeah, no, a recent game that almost happened to me. I was concealed, and a hit guy walks by, and when the respawn flag's probably about 50 yards in front of me, okay, and he's walking to the respawn flag. I'm about sideways like this, and I just slowly turn my head, just watching this guy like a hawk, and then I don't know how to fuck that happened, but his teammate spotted me, and he was slinging BBs over my head. Couldn't hit me. So I got my sniper, I got it up, and I took him out. And he heard the noise, and he looked around, and he looked down, and he's like, oh, fuck, I didn't even see you there. And I'm like, good. And back in my head, it's like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And then I got hit. And that was with the old ghillie, too. And that one's a lot more greener.
Oh yeah, especially in your guys' environment, you've got pine trees, and you don't have too many like super green trees, much like over here.
Or the west side.
Yeah.
We back in May, that was the last airsoft fight I went to. That was a
Mm-hmm.
nightmare and a half because I had X-Fogs on with my goggles, and I kept fogging up because it was so moist out, and then the moisture was getting into the X-Fog, so it was just blowing wet under my goggles, and I was like, I can't see shit. What's interesting, and that's a growing field there too, and Dale's, he's good cahoots with the owner there, Ezra, great guy, nice guy. He's got a cool field compared to the 46 acres at Nighthawk. It's like a 10-acre field, and it's like 3 levels. So you got your high levels with a lot of green stuff, and at the bottom level, there's a D-Day landing. They got a big like castle that you can defend from or whatever. And the crazy thing about the rules is it's not as like now Nighthawk's rules. You know, you can have your gun at like 2.2 or 2.10 joules for your sniper. There, Merlin's like Sasquatch. Here, you can crank it up to 3.5. Yeah, and I'm like, what? Merlin, this is a smaller field than Nighthawk. Why do they have it so high? He goes, I don't know. Medium engagement distance of 100 feet. I'm like, all right, their funeral. So it was crazy though. I'm slinging BBs at 3.5 joules, 0.43s. It's just, it shoot great. It shot great, but it's like it's too close quarters for that type of stuff. With most of the engagements, you're using your pistol a lot more. And
Exactly.
I got shot in the collarbone. I don't get knocked down really from getting shot, but that one brought me to into a crouch or whatever. I'm like, ugh. And then Autumn, she's about 20 feet away, and she's like, "Oh my god!" You know, I got hit by a gas blowback M4 from about 40 foot away,
Ooh.
and he was like running a DMR where it's like minimum engagement of like at least 60 feet. He was too close. He got ejected. And then the staff that they had before was a nightmare. Like, the main ref was just a little chubby dude who was egotistical, and he carried a megaphone around instead of going up and confronting people. Like, hey, ref, there's somebody arguing right there. Stop arguing on the field. Thank you. And that's all he did. He didn't actually ref. So Chud's like, I'm putting a ref jersey on him, refing this game. So... yeah, no. Well, it's like I said, they're a growing field. The last event that I heard about that the Nighthawk crew and TDL crew went to was awesome. It was much more fun than the one that I went to. A lot of improvements happened there. I recommend, and they're like, we recommend this field. You know, it was just a staffing issue from before. They've improved drastically over the past few months. I'm like, sweet. So I'll definitely go over there again. And that green ghillie that I have is perfect for that. And what I did is I got some Kicking Mustang engineered engineered mesh, and we're all the like the bare spots I just zip tied and put green on there because it's all rainforest. It's just green. So that helped a lot. And there's these there's these other guys that have like the fancy $300 KMCS ghillie suits and stuff. And I could see them easily. It's like, dude, you're moving too quick. And I'm just hunkered down in this bush. And I burnt them like maybe 2 times. And they got real, you're cheating or whatever. They're real whiny. So it was a good, surreal feeling about that. And Merlin, he was adamant about being on your best behavior. We are, representing Nighthawk. And that's what we did. We went there, we came, we conquered, we cleaned house. We may have lost some games, but I felt like our engagements were a lot better than these other guys. Once we've learned, got our bearings on the field, we got our asses whooped the first few games, but it was a good time.
Yeah, once you get into your mojo and you're able to actually get into the field and understand the layout, it's game over because
Exactly.
that's when team tactics come into effect.
Exactly, especially when it's something that small too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then towards the end, I was getting frustrated. I'm like, Autumn, when she gets tired, she likes to ref. I'm like, can I use your Arcturus? And she's like, yes. This Arcturus, by the way, it's that $160 M4. That thing rips. It's a all like solid polymer type of deal. Uh-oh.
Ooh, hang on. I made a boo-boo from earlier.
Okay.
That was I forgot to switch out the battery for the built-in battery.
User disconnected.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Very much. Oh, there we are.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
you're fine.
Completely forgot I had the battery for the camera in instead of the plugged-in one.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, no, that thing ripped. She had her 1500 round drum mag in that. what's
Oh
nice
god.
about that thing is that I think it has a MOSFET, or it's just tuned to where it can take 11.1s without a high fire rate. And you can just lay down that trigger, and the stock hop up on that, I was able to hit people from 150 yards away. Just,
Ooh.
hit. It's like, I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I was just mostly pissed off at like the moisture, and I couldn't see, and I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore, and just started mowing them.
Just start cutting through the grass. It looks like you're raking everything through.
Yep. He overshot me. He overshot me. Oh my god, dude. So it's a group called the Misfits over there, and they're just some of their guys are just yeah.
They're special. They're very special.
Oh, not as special as the one guy that we had to eject off at Nighthawk. Well, we didn't eject him; he slipped away. So, the context: this guy was running a Barrett 50 cal, one of those like 6mm Pro Shop ones, and he gutted it and HPA swapped it.
Oh god.
Full auto.
That's a waste
Barrett.
of money.
Yeah, it's a waste of money. Keep in mind, so it's like I saw the gun. It was at the last Warhawk Milsim. Keep in mind, this guy, I first fired this thing and, expecting it to be a semi-auto, like a Barrett. And I laid down the trigger and it's full auto. I'm like, oh no, this is... And he had his lock on and stuff like that, and, no issues there. He came in late and wasn't following the camo rules. He came in multicam for Russia, which, yeah, no, he should have been on the U.S. team. So that game was fun, and then here comes the November game. I'm in my regular getup, my Marpat, my green ghillie suit. We have this one admin, we call him Meeseeks, and he is a 40-year-old Army vet, and Nighthawk is his home. He's one of the main staff members. Really cool dude. He has this. Well, he usually runs a loud DMR that's bright blue and a pistol that's bright blue. It's the Meeseeks gun. This time he was running I think it was a Thompson, and he had Juggernaut armor made out of license plates.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah. Okay, you do remember that guy.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've actually got it on the last video from Nighthawk.
Yeah, no, Meeseeks, love that dude. Yeah, Justin. Or Chris. Yeah, no, Chris. Sorry, I confused him with somebody else. Yeah, no, love that dude. So towards the end of the game, that Barrett guy came back, and he cranked it up, and he, from 10 foot away, shot Meeseeks in the side, and that gun mulched up the side of his armor and gave him like blood blisters and bruises and stuff like that. That's assault. They were saying he was pulling like 700 FPS with that thing.
Dear God.
Yeah. Keep in mind, later down the road, so all of us are keeping an eye out for him. I'm like, well, when this guy comes in, we're calling the cops. A field in Montana beats us to that. And he is I think he's currently in jail right now for assault.
Dear God.
And news spreads quick between field owners. And Dale has connections, and it caught wind of Dale. And then Dale just lit the fire off for the rest of the Pacific Northwest. So they have all of his information, all of his gear, everything. And he's banned all over the West Coast and Pacific Northwest.
Wow.
Yeah, that is, no bueno.
We had a similar instance last game.
Yeah?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
The last game I was actually reffing. We had because Jim, he's the owner of CZ over here in Virginia.
Yeah.
But we had a kid. I think he was like 16 or 17. He had a sniper rifle. His med was like 150 feet because it was considered a heavy sniper. He was firing, I think, at like 3 joules.
Okay.
So we had to tune it back down because it was also HPA tapped. It was a sniper rifle that was HPA'd. And hit somebody in the side armor and broke skin from like 20, 30 feet away.
Oh my god, dude.
And then he fired again and hit the guy in the face mask, and it actually almost implanted into the face mask.
Dude.
And then the kid got lit up and he started complaining about it. So
Dude.
we had to have a sat down with him, and the owner, the gym, gave him one warning to either switch to a different gun or you're out for the day. You're not going to be playing. And he decided to take the other, I guess, a third option, which was to tune down the gun.
Mm-hmm.
The kid didn't know how to judge distance. Like the little you know, the little thing where you have your fingers laid out and it's supposed to give you distances.
Yeah.
That's only meant for people that are fully grown, not children that are
Yeah,
not fully
no.
grown.
Well, with my hand, it's a little bit better because it's bigger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm a little bit off more distance than less. But no, that if that was Dale at Nighthawk, that's an instant banhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're done. You know what you have. You're running 3 joules. Why are you running 3 joules? And
Like,
we have sniper certifications and DMR certifications for that type of shit. That's ridiculous.
Like, for the limit that we have over at the field is 2.7.
Okay.
That's a hard like thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he tuned down the gun, and then we get to complete the next game around, and I see that the guy had made another child bleed. Instantly ejected, instantly banned, because he shot the kid within like 15 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, he tuned it back up while we were while we were playing a game. He got shot and got frustrated and decided that he was going to tune it off.
That's a load of malarkey, dude. That's bullshit.
And it makes it just gives the game a bad name.
It does, especially snipers too.
Like
what we do.
Yeah, I mean, my rifle, my rifle. I use a Silverback SRS, but
Yes.
I fire 4 3s, and I'm firing like maybe 2 joules, even 2.1.
See, I like that. I like that that joulage because it's enough to lob that BB a far distance, but it's not going to be to where because around airsoft you're not going to be hitting people past 300 or 400 feet most of the time,
Okay. No,
depending
you're
on the
not.
field. But it's
Yeah.
like it's usually like 150, 200 foot engagement distances at most, and then your minimum is usually 100. That's how I gauge it. That's how I personally feel about it.
Yeah.
And I run about maybe 2 or 2.10. For FPS wise, that limits like 447 with 2 5s, and I usually go 4.5. The guys let me go a little bit over sometimes, like 450, but they know me and they're like, "Yeah, you're not a fucking idiot," you know.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that the staff recently contacted me and they're like, "Yo, Squatch, you're a regular sniper here, along with Scarecrow. We're thinking about updating the sniper test, and we want your input and suggestions for stuff." I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah, let's do that." I have yet to come up with stuff, but I think I can cook up some good ideas to, like, something just popped in the beginning of my head. We're gonna have like a starting sniper, and we're gonna have the advanced sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Starting sniper that's maybe just going in there or whatever. You have like a medium power, not an extremely high powered sniper, like maybe a spring or whatever.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
running, and maybe you run like 1.7 or 2 joules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then you have the advanced sniper where you can crank it to 2.5 or 2.7, but your medium engagement distance is up to, higher.
Yeah.
And usual engagement distance there, I always gauge it by 100, but the minimum for there is 75 feet.
That's a little close.
It is close, but if you're having an advanced sniper with more joules at 100 feet, that would make sense. That's just my input on it. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but I mean, I'll make the suggestion. But yeah, no, you got to be careful. And what they have on there so the current sniper test, I don't remember the joulage exactly. I know it's 1.95 to 210. You have to have a CQB sidearm always.
Mm-hmm.
It can be an M4 if you want to pack that shit around, but I like a pistol.
Yeah.
Minimum of 75 feet. and you have to be 18 plus, or I think it's 21 plus, 18 or 21 plus. You got to be an adult,
Mm-hmm.
and all that sorts of stuff. So it's like, maybe, we'll we'll see about that and all that sorts of stuff. So, but yeah, they already have set ground rules. Like for DMRs, it's like I think a little bit less than that, and then
Mm-hmm.
LMGs, it's not past 400 FPS and a minimum RPS of a maximum RPS of like 5 rounds a second or a minute or something like that.
That, that
So
sounds either that or they need to be bolt locked.
yeah.
That's the other thing I've seen. Like for over here, we have a major like player in this area
Mm-hmm.
is Theta Airsoft. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them before. Or
What was
Theta
the name?
Events. Theta. uh Theta.
Theta.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of them.
They do events like in northeastern Tennessee and
Mm-hmm.
southern Virginia, that kind of thing, or southwestern Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the same kind of classifications. They got heavy sniper and a regular sniper. But
Okay.
the difference between your regular and heavy, your heavy is anything above 2.6 joules and above, and then in between like 1.8 to 2. Whatever it was, the other end of that cap is your regular sniper, and then you have your mid distances and stuff like that. But
That's a great idea. Yeah, I like that.
what
Because
the
you're
hmm?
what Theta Airsoft does. That makes sense. Because you got your regular, you know, common sense snipers that are like, yeah, we know this is high powered and we're not going to hurt anybody with it. We just want to be able to shoot far. And then you
Mm-hmm.
got your, younger, like inexperienced players that want to get into um, the game style of sniping. And like maybe they got a brand new just bar 10 and they swapped the heavier spring into it. Something simple like that. Or,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
yeah, that's um that's just that's something they've been doing for a while. That's
mm-hmm.
I have in past times played with that,
Okay.
played in the just the standard, but with me switching out, I've got like 4 or 5 different springs that I utilize, and I have them all labeled for specific purposes in games and stuff like that. But
That must have been a
they
bitch to find for SRS.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But anyways,
that's
what we
that's lovely.
yeah.
Um, but they actually have a team down for Theta. I forget the name of them. It's been forever, but
hmm
they like it's like that dramatic team that you guys played against.
Yeah.
But I may have mentioned this to you last time, but we ended up the CZ travel team, which is comprised of roughly about 20 to 25 guys. We
hmm
pushed back their entire force of 100 plus people, 250 plus yards across a lake, and knocked them out of their starting positions to where we
Wow.
ended up taking the high ground away from them and continued to just hammer them back into their spawn. Like they couldn't come out of their spawn; they just stayed there and ended up camping out.
Wow. Oh, that is awesome.
But just 25 guys versus roughly 100 people.
hmm Yeah, no, that's insane.
Well,
That is insane. And you guys were like running like all just distance weapons?
no, I mean, there's a few guys that were running DMRs and a few guys that were running some like standard M4s, and I think there was a guy that was running an MG3,
Oh, wow.
which was really interesting to see. I haven't seen an MG3 in a hot minute.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Oh,
I
well,
love stuff like
our
that.
uh, our team leaders, one is a former MARSOC sniper,
Ooh,
and the other one is a retired dev crew SEAL.
that's
So
freaking badass.
yeah.
That's freaking badass.
we actually have the fortunate accessibility to a few retired Navy SEALs that come out and play with us every so often because they live in the general area.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these guys are retired, but they have taught a lot of tactics classes to us.
Mm-hmm.
So hence why we've been able to be successful wherever we go in terms of moving and like creating chaos, because that's what we do.
That's awesome. Yeah, our team consists of a few veterans too. I mean, Merlin, he's the son of a retired PA and Navy corpsman.
Oh, okay.
He's a Navy brat, but
Okay.
no, his dad is really cool. Yeah, the doc. He is the
Any
doc.
any sort of access that you have to like any veterans that
Mhm.
have any kind of combat experience, the more successful your team is going to be. I'm
Yeah.
convinced.
Yeah. I'm not gonna name their names. But great buddy of mine, stand up dude, one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Used to be
Mhm.
big and scary, but now he's like a Santa Claus. He's retired. He is retired Marine Force Recon, and
Okay.
he has gave me some camouflage tutelage and movement and tactics and stuff like that for sniping. And then for a little bit of martial arts fun, he
Ooh,
is a
ooh.
retired martial arts instructor and ex SEAL Team 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on the East Coast.
Yep. He can't walk up really easily anymore. He plays a
Mhm.
little bit, but like a game or two, and then he comes back to camp. He's a killer camp cook. Like he'll make his corned beef hash in the morning, and we're just like,
Oh,
oh, it's so good.
oh.
We were fucking around with him, and he's like, and he was teaching us some shit. And he goes, all right, pressure points. He did the judo chop on my neck, but he did it like it was scary, like not full on, but it was light enough to where your head was like, and we're like, holy shit, this motherfucker could have knocked myself out. And he does his call sign snake. He does a lot of the snake stuff, so he goes with the hands, and then he'll kick you and take your kneecap out. And then nice to meet you. Go around with the pinky, get you in a chokehold.
Hi, how you doing? Boosh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but he's a Navy guy, so he says some really sus shit.
Mhm.
And then the other dude likes to run his M249, and he's an ex-airborne Army Ranger.
Okay.
He goes by
Uh,
Mutt.
what?
And we've two-man teamed it on the backwoods before. He's the loud person while I sneak around and take him from the sides.
That could be construed into any which way.
Yep. Yep. Hey yo. That's the same with my best. That's the same with my best bud. My best bud, we call him Tunes now because he plays tunes.
Mhm.
His kit, I don't know if he can carry it now because he runs, and so he got into airsoft and already spent about $2,000 into his kit.
Mhm.
He got a custom EMG Evite gun, which was his first red flag, for $600, and it broke.
Uh,
So, and he fixed it again, and then again. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're throwing a Polar Star Jack in this. I'm like, I mean, you should have done that the first time. The first time you should have not, bought that. Maybe just got like a regular G&G or an Arcturus, and then HPA swapped it. And then he runs two 68 CI cubic inch tanks, so he doesn't run out of air, and a 5,000 round drum mag. He's heavy and loud, and he runs a speaker, and he's playing funk music constantly. And I got him, and and I went to Walmart one time, and I got him his bike horn. So he's got a bike horn now that he honks. And I'm like, all right, I'm hunkered down. Where do I need to move? Tunes, what's your 20? And you hear it on the right side at a distance. He goes, I'm like, okay, I know where you are. It's the greatest, dude. He is an absolute. Yep, he's an absolute mad lad. I fucking love him. What is?
Uh,
I'm trying to find. I have some photos.
oh God. Uh,
Let's see. Where is he?
oh, that's great.
Where's a good photo? Okay, here you go. So his last game, he went shirtless, the fucking psychopath. And for it's a game called Spaceball, so you dress up as whatever. He likes to wear his Patrick onesie.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has a Novrich gun, but this is his setup.
I love it.
Yes. He's a mad lad. But no, he's always bringing a cooler of Coors Light when Suds is not available. I felt bad because it was his birthday and he was the only one from TDL there, and I'm like, bro, representing the team. We played video games yesterday, and I wished him a late happy birthday, but he had a good birthday. He had a good time regardless. I'm like, well, that's good. So, but he goes, I missed the squad. I'm like, dude, we missed you too. I wish the whole team was there. Especially when Suds comes with a couple of kegers, like a kegger of beer and a kegger of seltzer. Call sign Suds. Or Camp Brewer.
Oh man, I wish we were allowed alcohol over here at the field. They don't allow it over here because Virginia regulations.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You have to have an alcohol license in order to do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it has to be sponsored by the state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, with our crew, I mean, people bring coolers of beer and stuff, but it's like we're responsible, and just clean up afterwards, because Dale can take that shit out in a heartbeat. They're really, what I like about Nighthawk is that they're strict and adamant about their ground rules. It's like, have fun, just don't be stupid. It's a lot of common sense stuff, and it's easily to avoid. Like, any issues with that. Like, just, you can hoop and holler, have fun. Quiet hour at 10. So.
Don't be stupid. And we won't have any issues.
Yeah, and around 10 o'clock, where the hooping and hollering, it's not as loud, and it's just, regular banter around the fire pit, which I love. And then you fight the hangover the next day with a liquid IV, and then you go sling babies.
Yeah. Go commit war crimes and genocide.
Oh my god, dude. Are you part of the Nighthawk Discord at all?
I think I got removed after that event.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. Usually, like, after large scale events, I've noticed that the admins will remove people from like teams, but I didn't post anything bad in that Discord. At least I don't think so.
It's probably if you were like inactive, or I don't know.
Maybe it was because I wasn't really posting a whole lot on that page. I was following and liking pictures because that's where I got some of them.
Like this one war crime. This was from, so they have a 14-hour game, which starts at 6 p.m. and ends 8 a.m. the next day. And there's a lot of guys running thermal and odds and stuff like that. It's Fallujah, and you got the insurgents versus the U.S., and you have shit like this.
I am now, Ahmed. To all of you Americans out there, this is what happens when you invade our land.
Wait.
That potato chip.
Potato
chip.
I didn't go to that one, but it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, they got stuff like that. I'm thinking about getting one of those $300 thermals, and they, from what Chud says, they work good. He 3D prints a monocle that you can mount on a helmet, and I'm like, ooh, maybe. We'll see.
I actually have a file for 3D printed nods. They're the PVS 14s.
Oh, for some fake ones?
I mean, you can put the tubes in them. If you really want to, you could buy your own tubes and put them into the 3D printed ones.
We're going to be right back. I need to check if the ATF has bugged my apartment. No, that's cool. That's really cool. But how much do tubes cost, though? The tubes are probably...
I don't know. That's actually a good question. Let me see here. PBS 14 tubes. Let's see here. Oh, that is. Okay. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. So the PBS 14 nights. Let's check this out. Call for price. Meh.
Really? That is decent. Oh God. Okay. I'll be right back. My stomach's acting up.
Okay, dude.
Yep. I'll be BRB. Pulse.
BRE. Oh, hello, chat. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day today. Oh, I love causing mayhem and chaos. Hopefully, hopefully he comes back and he's all good to go. Oh. Lovely. I guess I got some feedback from my instructors stuff. Sweet. Good God. Always make sure to drink. This is cider. It's not alcoholic. Don't get any ideas. It's not alcoholic. But it is still good. It's peach cider. That is absolutely amazing. It looks like piss, but I swear it's good to go. Let me slide to the left here. Mm-hmm. That's some good shite. Oh, good Lord.
Mercy.
Oh, Schwarzy!
Oh my God. What's up?
Oh, Schwarzy!
Fucking throwing off the pH levels in my beta tank. Go fuck yourself. Give a blaster tug tip, fucker. Love that show.
Oh, man.
So, how much for the file?
I can give it to you for free, dude. It's on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll message you with it.
Yeah, just send me that. I'm gonna pass that on to Merlin.
See what he can do with that.
Cause he has it. Yeah, he has a 3D printer.
Let me see if I can actually find the video because I saved the video to my device.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found it. Let's share. Oh no, it's a PVS 69.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference, but I'll send it to you through there. There you go. I just sent it to you in the Discord chat there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that a bit later.
Honestly, I find the thermals to be a lot easier to, or cheaper to use. Like, I would honestly prefer thermals.
Yeah, I want to get thermal. And where's Merlin? DMing Merlin. There we go. I was like, utilize that information if you will. You
Oh,
probably
did I
knowing
ever tell you about the ballast system that you can
no.
put into your so if you buy the Novrich suppressor, you know how it comes with that soundproofing foam?
Mm-hmm.
It does a decent job, but if you take the caps off of the EG or not EG. Yeah, the Enola Gay 18X or 18s. It's either the 18X or the 18s. But take the caps off of those and drill, or not drill, but you can melt a hole or drill a hole through all the caps and then layer those caps in with the soundproofing foam. You'll actually create a good enough ballast system to where it'll take your decibels down from like, I think it was 32, 35 when I measured it,
Mm-hmm.
down to like 22.
Oh,
22.
really? Okay.
Yes.
So I just need to take one of those old ones.
But
Oh, it's a
I would
smoke
say,
grenade. Okay.
yeah, just take the black caps that they come with and then drill that centerpiece out.
Oh.
It
How many do you
does.
need?
I used 8,
All right, I guess I'm buying 8.
but I just mean like over time you can collect those and use those.
Yeah. No. I have an average suppressor for mine. I am selling my Tokyo Marui MK23 because I in a box of awesomeness I got it's called the Matrix Falcon Beta. It's an upgraded MK23 for $150 off Evike or Evic or however you call it.
E-bike. What's it called?
Uh, Matrix Falcon Beta, and it's a metal slide, upgraded hop up, RMR ready.
Ah, hey, so it's $130 right now.
Yep. Their mags work great too, dude. They're not leaky like TM's.
Huh.
It's the top review or the Max C review from January 16th is a very detailed comparison to the SX23 by Novrich too.
Okay. The Novrich one, I don't like the SSX because the SSX, the parts on it, they break so easily because it's made of such cheap plastic.
Yeah, that's what I've heard with a lot of Novrich products that are that are um, gun related.
It's the same I, I will never buy a Novrich product ever again after what happened with my SSG 10.
Mm-hmm.
They and I've had a few people say the exact same thing over the past few years since they've been buying the SSG 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Even the newer ones, they work for about a year and then everything goes to shite. Like they have a drop in FPS, they replace all the inner parts, even the springs, the hop ups,
Mm-hmm.
they do everything the correct way and it still doesn't work.
I heard it's like off KJW type shit and a couple other brands. It's just minor upgrades or whatever.
Well, even then, if you upgrade it, you void the warranty entirely.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. If you that's with any airsoft gun. You pop it open, the warranty's out the window.
The other issue is that the every time you pull the bolt back
Mm-hmm.
to rack a round for the SSG 10s, it shears off part of the inner liner of the actual piston. So it shears off the metal and it falls into your trigger assembly.
Wow.
Uh, that that's what's happened. But I mean, with the the SRS, I don't think I'll ever buy another sniper rifle.
Yeah, no,
'Cause,
Silverback is great. Even their
I mean,
TAC
yeah,
41.
it's a bullpup, but it's still a damn good bullpup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Like I would love yeah, if I ever get a sniper rifle, it's going to be an SRS or There's a few, and SRS or Attack 41. Yeah, Silverback is solid. There's another one that I looked at.
The VSRs.
Yeah, I mean maybe a JG VSR, like the G Spec clone.
Yeah. Did you ever get to see the video that I made of me cleaning the SRS?
No, I haven't.
I actually have a video where I take it apart and I show people how to clean it and how to maintain it.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, just taking it apart, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort.
Mm-mm.
Unlike the VSR 10 or the M24s,
Mm-hmm.
where it takes a hot minute because you have to unscrew 20 different things.
Oh yeah, there is a KJW. It's
A
the
KJW.
KJW M700, the gas sniper rifle, the takedown model.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've some old school snipers say that's a damn good gas sniper if you don't want to run a tank or whatever.
Yeah,
Like it's not. I don't think it would be as good as Silverback, but it's a good choice. It's on sale for like $183.99 right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well. I just hate I hate people. Bipods. I hate bipods with a passion.
I can't do them either.
Useless.
Mm-hmm. They are. They're just for looks.
I,
Unless it's like a heavy ass machine gun, then that's fair to use because, I mean, it saves your box mag at that point.
yeah.
But
Like
that's...
if you had a. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
Fucking fine. Like it just makes sense to use it that way.
Yeah, if you're running a pig or an M240 or an RPK
Mm-hmm.
or hell, even the what do you call it?
The saw.
Yeah, the saw. That makes more sense.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's heavy.
Well, exactly. Yeah, they weigh 15 to 25 pounds. Dragging
Mhm.
that stuff around. No.
That's why I sold mine.
Ugh.
But it's cool because I sold it to Chud and Merlin, and they upgraded it, and they're like, Squatchy, you want to run a saw this game? I'm like, sure. And it was my my 20-pounder. Yeah, my 20-pounder. And it was like a nice little change of pace, So I get to still use it, but it's not mine to worry about.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about maintenance in it.
Mhm.
That's actually a funny. So the last game I played at, we had I guess it's called the Alamo game,
Mhm.
an Alamo style game. I was a sniper. I positioned myself in the rear, and there was only one trail that these enemy players could use to get behind us. I was
Mhm.
covering that small trail, also looking forward to help shoot people from the rear to the front.
Okay.
There's a guy that has an MG42 on my team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in a bush. I'm waiting there. I'm looking around. I'm rotating back and forth. And the next thing I know, the entire bush gets lit up.
Holy shit.
And I get hit like 5 or 6 times, like, I've had him. And out steps my teammate with the MG42, just staring at me. I said, are you on my team? I said, I don't know. I've been playing with you all day. Do you recognize me? And I showed him my armband too, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah. That's the challenging thing with ghillie suits too is armband positioning. I always do my wrists. I always do the wrists. And I've had people shoot me. Like one of my past videos, I did some some funny editing, and I got blue on blue. Luckily, it was a gun hit, and you could see the BB hit it, and it was the or whatever. And I go back, and I was like, well, it was okay. So it was the DEA cartels game, and so we wore blue, and I had a blue T-shirt on underneath the ghillie. So I'm like, blue, and I ready in. This is Sasquatch. The sniper on the right, don't fucking shoot him. That's friendly. And I gave up
Like-
my flanking position too.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
we yeah, I had tape on both of my like my forearms,
Yeah.
and then I also had tape on my ankles.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, any part of me, if you really look, you'll see that I've got tape on all four corners of
Right.
myself outside of my head.
Exactly.
But, yeah, no, friendly fire.
Mhm. I went to my team too at the beginning of the round. It's like, you see this bush? You see this bush? Do not shoot this bush. This is your bush, not the other team's bush. He wears green, blue, and they still fucking shot me.
Oh my gosh. He came up after the game. He was like, "Dude, I just saw some movement and I fired full auto because that's all he." he just. I saw movement. I got scared.
Better him than Dick Cheney. Oh, that's gotta hurt though. Oh gosh, MG42. Oof. Those are
It
scary.
went up my entire left-hand side,
Ooh, ouch.
and you can hear it in the video. You can hear it in the video. It's like, like
Ouch.
Uh,
Oh man.
oh, I do have a confirmed tomahawk kill.
Really?
Yes.
Like throwing or
I-
like sneaking up behind somebody?
Sneaking up behind someone.
Ooh.
So I had you've seen my tomahawk.
Mm-hmm.
I had my tomahawk. I had my pistol drawn. I walk up behind a group of 3 guys, and I start walking towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I take my tomahawk and I grab this guy around and put him in a chokehold, and I slice his neck with the edge of the tomahawk,
Mm-hmm.
and then I shoot one of the other guys, and then I end up getting shot by the 3rd guy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another game I had where I threw my tomahawk at somebody and it hit them square in the chest and they screamed bloody
Oh
murder.
shit.
Fortunately, it hit them in the chest plate.
Okay. That's funny. Oh, that's fucking good. I'm thinking about getting a training karambit.
Those are fun.
Mm-hmm. I have 3 real ones like CS:GO karambits.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah. I have yet to do like a melee kill behind. I've ran out of ammo before and safety killed somebody from behind. That was interesting, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the parking lot and reload. I got my kill. Hit. All right. Walk it back. Dead man walking. So, there's another. I think Warhawk is connected to Siberian Strike. And so for Siberian Strike, you got multicam and stuff on the U.S. team, and then we have just woodland and Russian camo. Snow camo permitted because it was snowing out. So I'm in just M81 all over, and I was able to blend in underneath the tree canopy where it was just all green. So this is where I'm 2 actual. I'm commanding 2 squads, so I have 2 radios. I have one in my headset and I got a radio in my hand. The one squad that I'm with, the other one's flanking around. I'm by myself, and about 30 guys come up, and I was able to hold them, 20 guys. I was able to hold them off, and they couldn't see me too. Like, I was just crouched around a tree, not moving, and I look like, trunk in a branch. And I'm just, sniper, get down! Where the fuck is he? And it was scary, too, because I was the only one that was up there. And, yeah, that was a surreal moment, too.
Your heart was racing out of your chest like, I don't want to be found.
Dude, I was I was like that one sharpshooter from Saving Private Ryan in the church tower. That's what it felt like. Fuck. And then my squad respawns. All right, what's your orders? Dead man walking, stand by. Respawning. But no.
It's almost like that one time where we were all grouped up
Mm-hmm.
over sniping. I guess that we were going back and forth between the two fields by the tower.
Yeah.
You and Autumn ended up getting shot, and I ended up laying there for the better part of another 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I had people walking by me to go up to the tower, like, "Oh no, I don't want to fire and get found." No.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, the radio tower. But no, I'm really happy with how my new custom one turned out. That was experience of building it.
How much did that end up running you?
So the Viper hood and the cape, it was just some Amazon shit, but it's really solid stuff. It's not bad for what it is, for what I'm using it for. I'm not full on board just ripping it and all that shit. So the hood was $50, the cape was $50 for the bases. The burlap sack that I tore up to make the jute, it was already dyed as mossy oak, so that worked perfectly. I didn't have to worry about dyes and getting messy with that, or any shoe glue for that matter. I still need to flame proof it because I'm a walking fire hazard, and I'm gonna get some UV protectant so it's hides in thermal. That's what Merlin's like. Merlin's like, flame proof it and then put that UV stuff over it. I'm like, all right, cool. So that was like $25. I got canister of zip ties that was like $16. So I'm gonna calculate it here. 50 plus 25. I'm already at 125. The KMCS summer crafting kit or whatever with the mesh and the zip ties, that was I think it was $70 for that.
Okay.
Oh, I times it by 70, not plus 70. And then what else? What else did I buy? I'm trying to remember. No, I think that was it. So it ran me about maybe $195, $200.
That's not bad though.
No, it's not. The worst part of it was tearing up that burlap sack to make jute. That took a long time, and then tied it on there. And I didn't need much either. The thing's so breathable. It's so cool. Oh, raffia ribbon. Raffia ribbon. I spent $20 on raffia ribbon too, so about $220 for like fake pine. You know, I got rust color ones for fake pine needles, and then I got dry hay grass ones. And I took Silly Gilly's advice. I follow Cam Man, Airsoft Cam Man, and Silly Gilly mostly. Silly Gilly, he's like, you want to make big group patches and not be uniform with it. So I have one side that's got the bright dry grass, and then one side's got the pine needles, and then pine needles on another section and all that stuff. And then I got green leaf part sections that are scattered over because there's a little bit of green foliage, but not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I got a buddy that's like, how much would you charge if I bought the materials, but for your labor, I would pay you well to make a custom Ghillie BDU jacket. I'm like, if I'm making the jute, $300. Fuck doing that, dude. If it's pre-made synthetic jute, $200. So maybe make it a little extra cash with that.
Yeah. I've had a few people ask me if I could do a similar kind of thing because I don't think I had the chaps when I was over with you guys.
You did.
I did?
Yeah, the strap-on chaps. I looked those up, and those were fucking $300 for... You could makeshift those easily.
Oh, yeah. I bought them, I think, for like $160.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not terrible, but you still, it still cost a pretty penny.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
The
that's pre-inflation too.
yeah, that is yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably what it was. The inflated prices that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because I was
the
wanting a pair, and I'm like, oh, maybe not. Wanting to buy one. Because I was like, you know what? If I'm swapping over to a camo that blends in a bit better than Marpat, which would be multicam over there, then I probably just makeshift some BDU pants and shoe glue and some fishnet on there and just make them that way.
it really works, at least over this way, because we have so much green.
Mhm.
I tested it out, just like a little like self test. Multicam versus the AOR2.
Mhm.
I'm not. Have you ever messed around with AOR2 before?
AOR2. Oh, okay. I have not messed around with it. What nation runs that?
It's the US.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what the Navy uses. That's the Navy speckled pickle camera.
Oh, okay.
That actually works really well in terms of the greenery that we have here in comparison to the what do you call it? Um, the multicam.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, once like winter and fall come in, multicam all the way. But
Yeah.
until
No,
that point,
my ghillie's mostly for fall and spring.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, the and even then, it's the AOR2 does work, but it's not.
Mhm.
Uh, it does a better job in terms of hiding.
Okay. Interesting.
With where you're at, I would actually be looking at maybe getting some of the German Flicktarn
Really?
because the amount of like rusty reds that you guys have,
That's true.
the German Flicktarn is looks amazing.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that too. Flectarn. Yeah, that would work. And I mean, Marpat works good too with all the browns and stuff and the green.
Mm.
That's what I usually run.
Yeah,
I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it. Maybe
yeah,
later.
yeah. Seth Rogen.
Oh, hey, fuck your life, bing bong.
Uh,
Oh God. Yeah.
cat breath. Breathing is difficult.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh frick. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to the field. Yeah, it's October 7th that Warhawk's happening, so we'll be doing scavvy squads. Debating if I should just run my M4 marksman rifle or my sniper. I don't know. I don't know.
do you know anybody that works on MP5s?
That would be Merlin and Chud. I know they have a couple.
I've got one that I have. It's an older, like probably Gen 1 gearbox.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's also got a broken slap switch,
Oh no, not the
and
slap.
then the stock. It's a Dean's. That's a Dean's connection, but I want to convert it into an HPA.
Hmm. I mean, that's up their alley. The only thing is with that, I know for a fact, is finding an engine that fits a version 1. Because you got ones that fit version 3, the SR25 version, and the version 2, of course, like the Polar Star Jack. Home version
I was
1.
looking at Kythera.
The I don't know about the Kythera if they make one like that.
Yeah, they only do one for the M4 AK and the AK SR25.
Yeah. No,
That's
If my electronics fuck up in my marksman rifle, I want to Kythera swap it.
I want to. And you probably have noticed the same thing, but any time that you have, anytime you have not an HPA, an AEG that fails,
Mm-hmm.
it's typically the internals, and the internals cost way too much to replace. Granted, it's expensive to replace it with HPA parts, but it's a lot easier to maintain than an AEG.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. You just got to keep everything lubed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you'll be fine.
You're basically taking care of a regular firearm at that point because the internals are similar.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, just keep it lubed and you should be fine.
That's what she proclaimed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. Well, anything new and exciting besides anything else, or?
I started making mead.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Like honey mead.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, no, honey mead's delicious. The only honey mead I've ever had was from Raymond, Washington, and it's pretty good stuff. I know I've gotten fucked up from one bottle of that one night playing Siege. That was interesting.
The what was the alcohol content on it? It's got to be like a standard wine, like 10 to 20%, maybe.
Mead Raymond. Raymond Mead. Raymond Honey Mead. I forget what the brand was called. It's not Nectar of the Gods, is it? I forgot what it was. Nectar of the Gods Mead. Yep, Nectar of the Gods Mead. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this stuff. It's got the honey bear on front of it. I had a whole bottle of that one night.
Ooh.
Oh fuck! I forgot what. Nectar of the Gods Honey Mead. Forgot the alcohol content.
Oh, you're good. It's got to be in between 10 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's
It
low.
looks like 20. It looks like 20.
Okay. I mean, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. I was a buzzing.
The mead that I have created so far, or the mead that I've fermented so far,
Mm-hmm.
I think the highest one that I've got is 14%.
Oh wow. Okay. Actually, no. I think the Nectar of the Gods was 14. I don't know.
Oh,
I can't remember the bottle.
Oh, you're good. You're good. But yeah, it took about a month and a half to get it completely settled and bottled. Now, I've actually got I've got 3 that I've got done. I have 6 right now that I'm brewing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 pumpkin spice, 2
Ooh.
apple ciders,
Ooh.
and then I've got a strawberry and a blueberry.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
It smells amazing.
Oh, I bet. I bet. No, I love mead. Mead's good shit. It's just over in Raymond. That's the only place you can get it. I can't find it anywhere else.
Can be difficult to acquire. This
No.
was the peach. This is the peach.
Ooh. Oh, peach must taste fantastic.
The peach was, I think, like 11%.
Okay.
And then this one is called Viking's Blood.
Ooh.
It's a cherry mixing with a little bit
Ooh.
of vanilla.
Oh, that sounds really good.
And then this is a blackberry.
That sounds great.
I know you can't really tell the difference, but the one is darker than the other.
Yeah. No, I can see the difference.
Those are the ones I'm gonna keep. I typically keep a bottle out of each batch that I make.
Mm-hmm. No, that's awesome. Yeah.
So if you ever want a bottle, just let me know.
I might have to take you up on that offer. How much you charging?
In the state of Virginia, I'm not allowed to sell, so it'd be
Oh.
considered a donation.
Oh, okay.
But so far I'm just doing 12.
Okay. Oh, that's not
I'm
bad.
just asking 12 for her, because I'm fairly new to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just testing out different flavors and different profiles, the different ways of making it.
Yeah.
So far, all the feedback that I've gotten off of it is that it's slightly dry,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of like a Sauvignon Blanc. If you've ever had Sauvignon Blanc before,
I have not.
it's kind of a medium sweet.
Okay.
It's not super sweet, but the flavor profile is definitely there.
Okay. Interesting. No, that is interesting on how that's made. It's not considered a beer or a wine. It's its
It's a
own
wine.
thing. Oh, it's a wine.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's honey wine.
Oh. Okay.
Because all it is honey, water, yeast, and then what I usually put like yeast nutrition in with
Mhm.
it to help the yeast maintain itself to burn through the rest of the sugar, and then whatever fruit that you want to put into it. Or you can just have honey and make it like a honey wine, just
Ooh.
standard honey.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused. It's like, is it a beer? Is it a wine? Or I don't know.
Yeah, it's a wine.
Okay. All right. It's considered a wine. Well, it's my go-to wine then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah. Made any new cocktails or experimented lately?
I made a boozy ice cream not too long ago.
Ooh. Okay.
I mixed Frangelico and this liqueur called Grind.
Okay.
Grind is a espresso liqueur,
Ooh, okay.
and
Makes sense.
Frangelico.
It makes sense. Grind, coffee grounds. Yeah.
And then the Frangelico is a hazelnut.
Okay.
So I mixed 3 shots of each into an entire container of vanilla ice cream. I blended it up, and then I put it back in the container and refroze it. And it tastes like, do you remember the old Baskin Robbins coffee, iced coffee from like the early 2000s?
I didn't have I wasn't into coffee at that point in time, but I've had Baskin Robbins coffee.
It tastes exactly like it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Another concoction I made and I tried out was I made a Moscow Mule, but I changed it around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a bunch of mint leaves,
Okay.
I muddled them, and then I mixed them in with everything. And then
Okay.
I also made something called a bourbon smash.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's mint leaves, lemon juice, lime juice, bourbon, a slight hint of OJ, and some sweet tea.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, and then you strain it after you shake it up. You strain it. It's got like a nice, almost looks like an Arnold Palmer,
Okay.
but it's got it's got an amazing taste to it because you
Oh, that's
have the
cool.
little pieces of mint leaf that are stuck into it as well. It almost looks like peppers inside of it, but you get the mint flavoring.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been I've been making. So when I make mojitos are my main thing. I love meals,
Okay.
by the way, too. Huckleberry meals, so good.
Yes.
So mojitos. I have these giant dollar store steins,
Yeah.
and I just fill that up with rum and then water to water it down a little bit, and then
Mm.
or Sprite. I use Sprite as like a simple syrup, and then fresh cut lime, and I put maybe a whole bushel of mint in there. Like it's full on leaf juice almost. And it is so good. Like probably
Oh.
about that much rum in there.
Yeah.
It's like one drink and I'm good, dude. I'm sipping on that the whole night. So,
But it's good. And it tastes amazing.
oh yes, I love it. Yeah, mojitos are my jam.
Yes.
Love those. Rum is my jam. I've become Jack Sparrow.
All you need now is the run sideways.
Oh, dude, I got the rundown. This last year for Halloween, I was actually Jack Sparrow, and then Autumn was a pirate wench. Autumn did the whole makeup, the shady eyes, the cross scar or whatever, and I slept in that, and it smeared even more. And that Monday was a costume contest for work, and I came in as Jack Sparrow, and the prize was $100 gift card to whatever. I'm like, I'm taking Autumn to a steak dinner, and we won. So, one is Jack Sparrow selling paint. So did you want the special formula or the contractor grade? Why is the color gone? We need more yellow.
Dude, you should really consider doing voice acting.
My cousin's trying to push me into that because he does voice acting for some stuff, small YouTube stuff. Even the leader of our improv group, he's like, there's a thing called Voice 123, or even try to get onto Fiverr and just get out there. I would love to. I'd love to do voice work. I think it'd be fun. Lately I've been on a Jesse Ventura kick.
Okay.
Do you know who that is, right?
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Don't tell me it didn't happen, Jake. I was there. I was doing tricep extensions down in the Gulf of Tonkin. I'm a broad man, Jake. Come on now. You know, I'm not even in the continental U.S. no more. I'm in the Baja with about 150 of my dogs. It's, you know who's filled that? I showed Cody this too. It's the Dudesy podcast, and it's Will Sasso and this other guy. And Will Sasso does a killer like older Jesse Ventura, and then there's another guy, Carry Cross, who does a good like young one. And I've been just watching a bunch of Jesse Ventura clips. I'm like, why am I into Jesse Ventura all of a sudden? I was surprised when my biceps were 3 inches bigger than Mr. Olympia's, and that made Jesse Ventura feel really good. I love that clip. And then Arnold's like, "Well, if I told the designers of the costumes to tell him that, so my joke worked to bet the bottle of champagne when we go to the gym." Jesse comes out to me, he goes, "My arms are a little bit bigger than yours. We should measure them in the gym." And I said, "Of course we should. Let's bet the bottle of champagne." He said, "Of course we should. My arms were 3 inches bigger than his, so I won the bottle of champagne."
Dude, that is so good.
One of my favorite. One of my favorite Arnold clips is when it was like the early 2000s when he was big Hummer Arnold, and it was like the classic black oval sunglasses that you always see with him. After dinner, somebody ought to have a cigar. Well, I tried it, and the rest is history. I'm smoking stogies, and he introduced me to something really good. Now, I know the people that you are. What does your wife think? Well, let me tell you something. When my wife's father is the one that introduced me into cigar smoking, what am I going to say? I'm not going to say he made a mistake because her father never makes a mistake. That way, it is okay. I can smoke, you know, cigars in my house because my wife's father introduced to me, and secondly, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take shit from nobody. I smoke my stogie any way I want. I don't have to find a little hideout place like you. Oh, fuck. And then I don't know what it is. Like, I have the regular, Hank Hill and Patrick Warburton, hey, Peter, look at this. Look at this guy. Whoa. And then, God damn it, Bobby, why do drugs when you could just mow the lawn? Those are like usual ones. And then all of a sudden, I've been watching a lot of Frank Caliendo, which is another good impersonist. And I've been getting into Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
There's this video of me. It was my dad's 55th birthday, and he loves to play horseshoes, right? And so I'm filming this, and his buddy Rick's like, do Pat Summerall and John Madden. I'm like, okay. Well, we're live at John and Shannon's house, and she's trying to get a single point here on the horseshoes. Yeah, you see, so when you're trying to get a point, what you want is you want to have one horseshoe length away. Here's a girl that just got a point in horseshoes, and boom, she's about 2 points ahead. Dude.
I have not heard John Madden in forever. Good
I
God.
wish he was still commentating. I can't stand Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I can't. Hello, I'm Joe Buck, and my face is enormous with this big old forehead of mine. Troy, what are you smoking today? Well, my eyes are red. And...
all he talks about are the Cowboys. I know
Yeah.
he played it. He played for them for a long time, but still.
Exactly. When it comes to commentating and like mockery, have you ever heard of a guy named Bob Maneri?
I think I have.
There's this one clip of this guy getting a foul ball, the catcher getting a foul ball into the nuts for baseball. And he goes, and here comes the pitch, and he goes, oh, it gets clipped right in the cock, And it just says outlandish stuff like, God damn it, it's gotta fucking hurt. And he just says shit like that. And it sounds like an actual, like, sports cast. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's a magical talent. Let me tell you. 10,000 years will get you such a crick in the neck. Oh, goodness.
Oh, I did get to meet John McGinn.
John McGinn, who's that?
He's a Scottish football player.
Oh, okay.
He plays for Aston Villa.
Oh, all right.
Don't know if you follow Premier League football, but
I'm mostly, a little bit of the American football and then hockey and baseball.
do you know who Ben Foster is?
I've heard of Ben Foster, yeah.
I got to meet him too.
Oh, sweet.
I was like, holy
That's
shit.
awesome. Oh, that's flipping
sent-
cool.
That's John McGinn.
Okay. Is it on Discord?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh!
Oh, gosh. A little bit of starstruck feeling there, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he's a well-known Scottish footballer. He's been playing the game for I don't know how long, but
Wow.
he's well known throughout the entirety of Scotland.
That's awesome. That's badass. My dad, so my dad's in the fruit industry, fruit business, and apparently Steve Young, who was the backup quarterback for Joe Montana, is in the business as well. And he was doing a meet and greet, and my dad got to meet him. And a lot of people, they go up and they're all, "Hey, Steve, hey, Steve, hey, Steve," and he's like, "Hi." And Dad, he's an NFL football player, and Dad's, right away. He's got charisma like no other. He goes, "Mr. Young, it's an honor to meet you." And Steve Young goes, "Put it there, man," because that he did a lot for the 49ers. And then they got to talking and stuff, and he goes, "Yeah, I would love to tour Wenatchee and stuff like that and check out the fruit business." So he probably got connections with him down there in my hometown, because they do a lot of apple exports there. So hopefully, but yeah,
That's
Steve
awesome.
Young. But that's cool seeing Steven again too. I recognize the face. More than the name.
He's played for Aston Villa for most of his life, but he's also in the Scottish national team.
Oh wow, okay.
I also got to see Tielemans.
Mm-hmm.
He's a well-known footballer for England.
Okay.
But I saw 2 games head-to-head. They played 2 games over in DC, but I was able to get front row seats to watch the games.
Oh wow.
But we got to see Chelsea walk out on the field, Aston Villa. I forget the other. Brentford. That's the other team.
I've heard of Chelsea and Brentford.
Who else? Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
Also Fulham. Fulham
Okay.
was there.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. Well, we are almost hour 47 in. It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm going to be home soon, so I think probably should wrap this up. But no,
Okay.
dude, it's been good catching up with you, man.
Yeah, good catching up with you too, man.
Yeah, we'll do more podcast episodes like this and just
Certainly, dude.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks everybody. Tune in next time for the next one. See ya.
See ya.